Because time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. Unless it's Star Wars, but that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. Unless it's Star Wars, but that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. Don't forget what it takes to be a human being, but I'm not a human. I'm a monkey lizard. And don't forget, monkey lizards have feelings. Because time does follow us.
Yeah! We're back. We're live. We're back. Bob, we're back, aren't we? Oh, God. We are back. We are back. And oh, boy, are we excited about tonight. Welcome, everyone, to MoNKEY-LiZaRD Hangout. We've got a great show. We've got an unusual show for you tonight. And I hope you would come to expect nothing less from the MoNKEY-LiZaRD army. So I'm your host, Bob Rum. And, of course, Salacious insists on introducing him first. He's a monkey lizard, so, you know. So introducing, he's a DJ. He's a producer. He's a toy and video game collector, an average jester. He insists on telling everyone that he's an incredible lover. He's the director of the MoNKEY-LiZaRD Register, and he is the leader of the MoNKEY-LiZaRD army. It's Salacious Rum. That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, you know, it stands to reason, doesn't it? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It stands to reason, doesn't it, Bob? You know, I've got to get, you know, I've got to be introduced first tonight. You know, it's my show and everything. But I'm excited, Bob. I'm excited. We got someone special. We got someone. We got someone special tonight. So it's someone, without being disrespectful, someone unusual, someone slightly different. You know, it's come on. You know, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good. Going to be a good show. That's right. We have got a fantastic guest. He needs a little introduction. He's a Star Wars convention regular. I believe he's a cosplayer as well as a poet. I might have that wrong. I'm pretty sure he is. Please welcome Mr. Star Wars Poetry. Yeah! Mr. Star Wars Poetry. Well, thanks for coming on, Mr. I believe your real name is Curtis Smith, but on Instagram you are known as Star Wars Poetry, and that's where we met first of all. And that link is in the description. However, we were just discussing, and I don't know how I've quite missed this, because Salacious is very active on TikTok, but you are also very active on TikTok, and we will retrospectively put the link to that in the description. But what's your name on TikTok?
Right. Well, the reason that you've missed me on TikTok is because I have a completely different name on TikTok, which in general is not good form on social media, but the TikTok page is a bit different from the Instagram page. So on the Instagram page, I do all poetry, and on the TikTok page, I slip in a little bit of poetry, but in general, the page is about a lot of different aspects of Star Wars and things that will interest new Star Wars fans. I try and answer a lot of questions that new Star Wars fans might have, and really try to bring new people who are interested in Star Wars into the fold. And that page has had a lot of success, and so hopefully some of those viewers will be watching us, if not live, on your YouTube channel afterwards. So.
I think you've been very modest there. You've got over 20,000 followers on TikTok, which is massive. So we'll make sure we put the link in the description. So Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to litter the show with poetry tonight. It's a medium. Salacious is a bit of a songwriter, or a bit of an amateur songwriter. So there's some there's some great links there to poetry. And of course, we had only one Kenobi on last week. Who's a great singer. So it's going to be great tonight. Now we do go straight to the chat because we have got a very active community, and we want to say hello, if that's okay, to what it's our MoNKEY-LiZaRD army. So we want to say thank you and welcome everyone into the chat. And wow, the chat is very, very active. So we'll just go down and say who's in the house. Hello, Mr. Mark. We've got Mark Hauser. Hello. Hello there. Hello.
Greetings, Mark.
Another one of our friends is Fabulous Disaster. Mr. Fabulous, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Oh, we don't know this person. Maybe you do. It's Comedy Video Freeze. Is he a friend of yours?
No,
No.
not that comes to mind. So a new friend, maybe.
Oh, hello, Mr. Comedy. Hello. Another fantastic new YouTuber linking fitness and Star Wars is Mr. Dino the Machino. It's Geek Strong. Says hi, everyone.
There's very few things that you can't link with Star Wars, I find.
That's right. That's true. Our friend from Down Under is Michael Reed. He says, G'day. G'day. How are you? Oh, yeah.
Crikey!
Crikey. Oh, yeah. Comedy says, Salacious Rum, there's a Twitter events. Oh, yes, I do know about this. So I'll come to that later, or we'll talk about promoting that on another time, Mr. Comedy. But yes, you have reminded me. We'll come back to that. And also our friend, Mr. Blue Harvest Toys. He says hello there. Hello, Mr. Blue. Hello. We've got Mr. Connor Fuller in the house. Hello, Connor. Hello,
Connor.
And Harish says MoNKEY-LiZaRD. MoNKEY-LiZaRD.
What more do you need to say?
Exactly. A good friend of ours, a fantastic video editor and animator, is Mr. Toon Toys. Hello. Mr. Josh, Mr. Sif Care Bags, he's here. He's a good friend. Wow, we've got lots of people in the chat today. We've got Kat, Vader's Girl 28 says hello. Hello there, Kat. How you doing? Kat's one of my special lady friends, Mr. Poetry. One of my special lady friends.
Good to know.
I've got lots of them. This is Mr. Darth Rock. He says, good morning.
Darth.
Good morning. Hello. Of course, a show would not be a show without, of course, G-Force Racing. It's G-Unit. I always sing him a little song when he comes on, just a little one. Little MoNKEY-LiZaRD boy, playing in the MoNKEY-LiZaRD street. What you gonna do when you grow up and have to face MoNKEY-LiZaRD responsibilities? G-Unit. We've got Mr. Brightest Day as well. Oh, thank you. Got Mr. Brightest Day. Very good.
Greetings.
Very good. And we've got the Messiah. Oh. So I think everyone's saying hello to each other, so that's great. I think we've welcomed everyone. There's 23 in the house, which is great. Thank you ever so much. And we're doing something different today. I noticed Geek Strong has already dropped a super chat for $1. Thank you ever so much. We are not doing the normal super chat videos. We normally have 5 videos. And our guests get to choose one, but we decided today, as it's poetry, that for $1 for a super chat, you could select a poem that Salacious will read from our favorite book, written by Calliope Glass and Caitlin Kennedy. It's Star Wars Creatures Big and Small, and we will read a poem, or you could ask Mr. Star Wars Poetry to read you a poem. So there you go. So let us know. I have poems on virtually every Star Wars topic, although I may not have them all at the tip of my finger. Let's do that then. So, Mr. Geekstrong, pick a topic that you would like Mr. Star Wars Poetry to read a poem on, and I'm sure he will oblige. Thank you ever so much for the super chat. I've got to say hello. We've also got Mr. Sleeping Collectibles in the house. Mr. Sleeping.
Great.
And our good friends, Vintage Toy Rush, is joining us.
Awesome.
Mr. Toy Rush. So no, I'm sorry. There's no beach volleyball videos today. I'm sorry. We decided to switch it up this week, given our esteemed guest. So, right. Well, I think we've got to start off with a poem. That's why we're here. So, Mr. Star Wars Poetry, can I hand it over to you? We'll give you the stage, and an introductory poem, I think, is in order. It's got to be. This is why we're here.
All right, that sounds like a good place to start. How about, since we're starting the show off, how about we start with a poem from episode 1, The Phantom Menace?
Yes.
All right, so this poem is about Sebulba. You remember Sebulba, of course, the pod racing villain. He's a Dug, so they're an unusual alien race that kind of has things reversed, where their hands are their feet and their feet are their hands. Yeah. So this poem's called Sebulba. I walk around town on my hands, so I wave with my feet to my fans. And he's going down, precocious slave clown. I hope Jabba's up in the stands.
like that. He just walk around on his hands, doesn't he? He just don't like him. I don't like him. He looks like he can have your eyes out. And he tried to get Anakin as well.
Pretty unsavory character.
He is. I also want to say hello to the Blacked Out Ewoks, BOE, an old school YouTuber and a great friend. Thank you for joining us. Right, we do have some questions for you. So Salacious has worked very hard on his questions. He always does. He always prepares a series of questions for our new guests. So the first section that we have is about. It's called "We Want to Get to Know You." So we do have a little introductory video because we do want to get to know you. So here is our introductory segment. We want to get to know you, but not in a pervy way. We want to get to know you, but not in a dirty way. We want to get to know not in a hurry way. We want to get to know you, not in a dirty way. Well, thank you to Freddie Num and Billy Yo-Yum there for providing us that introduction. So, Salacious, you've got some questions, I believe. I have. Right then, Mr. Star Wars Pottery. What made you want to get into ceramics?
Well, nothing. Nothing made me want to get into ceramics.
Do you prefer making cups or saucers?
Limericks.
What about bowls or plates?
Haiku.
Do you make them like in the film Ghost?
Often.
I see, just joking. It's poems. I get it. All right, I like poems. What made you get into poetry, Mr. Star Wars Poetry, or how did that all start?
It was not planned. I was on vacation with my family in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, and we happened into an old used bookstore, and I picked up a poetry book and found a few poems that were a little bit humorous and tickled my fancy, and cool. I thought, well, that was kind of fun. I bet I could do that, and I started playing around with it, and I had a lot of connection to Star Wars and pretty quickly realized that Star Wars is fertile ground for ideas for poems. And so I ended up really niching down, as they say in the social media world, to poems specifically about Star Wars, and which is a wonderful thing because there's a built-in fan base. There's always people who are interested in Star Wars, so you have a big group of people to play to, and it's worked out very well.
Very good, very good. Now,
Also,
Mr. Geek.
Also very important, very little competition in the Star Wars poetry world.
Well, I've started doing some bit of poetry, so I'm hot on your heels. I'm hot on your heels. I might stop.
Bring it.
Oh, here we go. Now it looks like Mr. Geek Strong picked his poem. He would like a poem about Jar Jar. I don't know if you've got one of those.
Poem of a Jar Jar doing the Jar Jar voice.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I may have a poem that will link into that.
Okay.
Let's keep talking, and I'll see what I can pull
Okay,
up.
all right. He's looking for that. He's going to look for that one. He's going to look for that.
Some of these poems may be tangentially related to what they're asking for.
Is that a spider?
It's no, not tarantularly related, tangentially. Meaning it may not be exactly what they're asking for, but there will be a relation to what they're asking for.
Oh, okay. All right. You might not get exactly what you want, Mr. Dino, but come on, fair income.
All right. How about this? I have a limerick about Boss Nass. He was Jar Jar's boss. He was the one that liked to.
Yeah, well, I don't remember him going to Ireland. When did he go to Ireland?
So, are you ready, Boss Nass?
All right.
So, he's serious jowly, a shell hat, if you please. His diplomacy sterling, discourses with ease. He's no Jar Jar Binks. There's no pratfall hijinks. He just wants the respect that an Ewok receives.
Yeah.
I did mention Jar Jar in that poem.
Yeah, he's in there. You mentioned him.
And I did do a Boss Nass impersonation, so I feel like that's not bad off the top.
Yeah, let's do it together. Look. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. He's good. Very good. Right. Well, where do we get to the questions then?
You were asking.
So yeah, because you felt you basically you wandered into a shop and saw some poetry and you started getting interested in writing poetry.
Right. Well, I had my father growing up would occasionally write a humorous poem about this or that, just routine things about the family dog or such. So I was a little bit exposed to poetry growing up. And I think I grew up in a generation where poetry was a little more present in popular culture than it is sometimes today. And so people knew some popular poets a little more readily than they would today. Shel Silverstein, Dr. Seuss, and etc. So.
Wasn't he a WWF wrestler, Mr. Zeus? I'm sure you thought.
You'd have to tell me.
I think maybe with the Chow. No, I'm sure we fought Hulk Hogan, but I might be wrong. Well, I like your poems, and you've been reading. How long have you been doing Star Wars poems, Mr. Star Wars?
It's probably about 3 years now. So there are a couple hundred poems that I've written for the Instagram page. I don't keep them all up on the page all the time. I kind of cycle them down so that I can repost them for people who haven't seen them before, or for people who have seen them before. I often say one of the biggest compliments I can get is when somebody sees one of my poems and says, "Oh, I remember that one." I think as social media superstar like yourself, Salacious,
Yep.
you know that there's a constant push to create new content. And it's like once you've done something, then it loses its value once people have seen it. But I feel like for what I do with the Star Wars poetry, it's not that way. I think what piece of great poetry did anybody ever see one time and then never see again? It never would have become a popular piece of poetry. So I do represent the poems from time to time on the page. And I like it when people realize that they've heard that one before or remember it from a previous time. So
it stands the test of time, Mr. Star Wars poetry, doesn't it?
Well, that's the hope anyway.
Here's somebody that stands the test of time. It's only one Kenobi. He's a YouTuber. He's a good friend of mine. He wrote a song last week called "I Am the Only One" with Bob and Salacious Rum. He's very good. He's very good. Very good. Very good. Well, we got to have a. Speaking of time, have you got any poems about time as well? That might
about time.
No, well, I don't know. I'm just putting you on the spot.
Star Wars and time.
Star Wars and time. I don't know. Just that's just interesting.
I'm sure I can find a way to tie one of these into your question, but you'll have to keep the conversation going while I.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Well, you go to events, so you've been to a few Star Wars events, I know, and you've read poetry at some events. Could you tell us about some of those, please?
So I haven't gotten the opportunity to do live reading at any of the conventions yet. My hope is to eventually get one of those rooms at Star Wars Celebration during some off hour when they don't have anything to fill it, and to be able to do a live read at Star Wars Celebration at some point. But that's yet to happen. And so if somebody's out there listening right now who has the inside track to getting one of those conference rooms at Star Wars Celebration, you know where to find me.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's also another person that reads poetry that you could also go to, by the way of Salacious Rum, another competitive poetry reader. Maybe we'll share the room, Mr. Poetry. How about that? We share the room. How about that?
Right. Very good. Maybe we can get a whole group of people to fill in. So we got an hour to fill. All right. Let's see. How about this is really reaching to link this to your request for a poem on time. How about a poem about the ending of the Star Wars saga and what that meant to one of my favorite characters in the sequels, the immensely tiny but cute Babu Freak.
Babu Freak. You mean the hot documentary series Star Wars? Go for it. Go for it. Babu,
right.
Babu,
So
Babu.
this poem is called "What the Frick." Who's this naked space mole rat wearing his goggles like a hat? He teaches droids how to speak Sith. His eyes are bulgy like a Biff. For cutest critter, I'm his fan. Makes baby Yo an also ran. But now I writhe in misery. The saga's done, and so is he.
Oh, I'm sad for him. Oh, that's very good. I like the bulging eyes bit. It's sad, don't it? We need Babu back, don't we? We need Babu back.
Maybe a buddy film with Babu and Grogu together on the road.
Well, I mean, you've picked, it could be Grogu. I mean, he's got nice ears, but I thought you were going to pick someone else, to be honest. Someone a bit more famous.
I had you more picked out for the villain of the piece. A more dramatic role.
Okay. I could turn to the dark side and I get all siffy. Yeah, okay, all right. I'll let you off. That's nice. I like that. I like Babu. Bless him. He get poor old Babu. He got it wrong. He got Babu. Yeah, it's good. I like Babu.
We've also got Amanda in the house. She says, "Evening all." Hello, Amanda. And I don't know if I said hello to Billy or not. Hey, Billy.
Billy.
and a fantastic YouTuber as well. This guy that makes me laugh, and we've got to get him on at some point. Greedo and a Speedo. Greedo. Are there any Greedo poems that are in your catalogue there? I'm sure Billy would appreciate a Greedo poem. If there's one. We've also got.
I have a Greedo poem, but it's a haiku, and I did not pull it over into the list of ones that I have in front of me because I don't do the haikus live very often because they don't rhyme, and so they're a little bit different format. But if anybody goes to my Instagram page after we finish this up, I'll make sure that that one is there somewhere. If they page back through the poems, they'll be able to find it. It may be in the archives right now, but I'll pull it out. So if anybody wants to see a Greedo poem, they can.
Okay. What's a haiku then? Is that like a type of bird?
A haiku is a Japanese form of poetry, and so it's very strict in its format. It has 3 lines only, and each line has a set number of syllables. So the first line only has 5 syllables. So not 5 words, unless they're very short words, but 5 syllables. And the second line has 7 syllables. And then the last line has 5 syllables. And the last line is supposed to sort of twist the poem or kind of create the impact in the last line. And so anyway, it's a little bit tricky, but fun.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
It has 17 syllables to say something meaningful or funny or ironic. Anyway, but because it's sort of a visual thing, and usually when I read them, I kind of count the syllables and I pay attention to how it looks on page. When you read it out, it doesn't have a lot of zip for live performance, at least in my mind, it doesn't.
Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I want to say hello.
Let me say, Salacious, you'll be interested in this. I am, for those who like haiku, and I love haiku, it's for me, it's a little harder to perform live and really have the impact. But I'm doing a project now where I am retelling the entire Phantom Menace movie story in haiku.
Documentary.
Haiku, from start to finish, all haiku to tell the story. But of course, it's being told in a funny, twisted sort of way. It's not just a telling of the story the way you know it from the movie. It's poking fun at certain things and, having a little bit of fun with it. So
okay, sounds good. That sounds good. We've also got Mr. Woke Lord. He's saying hello, Mr. Woke Lord, and a good friend of ours, Mr. Rawzaf. Like Mr. Rawzaf. Oh, hello, Mr. Rawzaf. Mr. Rawzaf. He's a good boy. And my friend Vern from Oakhurst Studios in San Diego. Hello, Vern.
Greetings. I used to live in San Diego County.
Oh, there you go. San Diego connections. And Mr. Toys and stuff as well. We see it. So that's good. That's real good. Right then. I heard you're also a fan of Coldplay.
Of Coldplay. Could be.
I think he means cosplay. I think he's got confused.
I thought you said it was Coldplay. Is it not Coldplay?
I've been known to do some cosplay as well. Perhaps humming a little Coldplay while I do it.
And what's that you got there just to the left of you? Who's that you got there?
To the left of me, you, or this side?
Yeah.
This bright fellow in the background.
That's right.
That is my own personal MoNKEY-LiZaRD Plunder Muck.
Plunder Muck. Yeah. Hello, Plunder.
And that's Plunder's loth cat kitten that he's holding there. Its name is Slice.
I'm Nom Shibam.
He's just communicating, don't worry.
He's I told him we were going to be on the show today, and he was up all night laughing and giggling, and he's a little hoarse, so he may not have much to say today.
It's all right. I know what it's like. So, you got any poems about monkey lizards then, have you?
Yeah, a haiku about Salacious
Oh.
Rum, but again,
Oh.
I didn't prepare the haiku,
No,
so
that's fine.
I'll put
That's
it on
fine.
my list of ones to have ready on the page if people come and visit the Instagram page.
Okay.
You don't. I was afraid if we went with the MoNKEY-LiZaRD poem, your head would not fit onto that small portion of screen that you're allowed.
What? What? Well, you know, don't know what you're saying.
Okay, right. It's time for a quick word from one of our sponsors, if that's okay.
Please do.
Okay. %50 off Colo Claw Sushi this Saturday at the Salacious Sushi Restaurant in Kowak.
It's nice, that Colo Claw sushi. Have you ever had any of that?
I haven't, but I will have to put it on my list.
It's nice.
Things I want to try.
Colo Claw. You can only get it in Naboo.
Right.
You have to go in Naboo to get it, but it's good. Tasty. We get it shipped over to Kowak. We get it shipped over in the hyperspace lanes. Get it shipped over.
Oh, nice.
I've got a special chef that prepares it all.
Right. So this feels like an invitation to dinner.
You can come if you want. Yeah, you're more than welcome. Oh, you're welcome anytime. Down to Kowak.
Well, you know, I was looking at the poems that I prepared, and while I do not have a Kowakian MoNKEY-LiZaRD poem, I do have a poem about another popular denizen of Jabba's palace, the
go on then.
Rancor.
The Rancor. Yeah.
Would you like to hear a poem about the Rancor?
Yeah. We like the Rancor.
All right. So this poem's called Monster or Misunderstood.
Oh.
Dreaming the life of another, down in this pit you can't smother. The reek and the flies, someone always dies. Even Rancor need a mother.
That's true. They do, don't they? Poor old Rancor, you know.
Misunderstood.
Very misunderstood. Oh, I think you're right. Very misunderstood. You know, just because they're big and scaly and horrible, you know, they've got a heart in they, you know. Oh, and poor old Malakili.
That's right. Raised that Rancor from a baby.
He did, didn't he? Oh. Now, that's a good segue, actually, because we like to collect action figures, and they're talking about making the Rancor as a Black Series one, a big one. Yeah. Would that be
pretty good size, wouldn't it?
Would that interest you, would it? Would that be tempting?
No, only because I imagine the price would be more than I would want to pay. But I would be very interested in enjoying other people's in their posts and pictures on Instagram.
True. Now, you do collect some stuff, don't you? Because I can see it.
I do. Mainly costumes. So I'm a member of the 501st Legion. So I have a fair number of screen accurate costumes. And then also I have a couple of life-size droids. I have a pit droid that is full size. And if you were to tune in to my TikTok channel at Talking Star Wars, TOKING Star Wars, Talking Star Wars, you would see that in a lot of my videos, I shoot them with my full-size B1 battle droid in the background.
Oh, very good. All right, yeah, well, we'll be checking that one out. I want to say hello to Mr. Daniel Char. He's a nice man. He makes Star Wars dioramas. He does.
Love Star Wars dioramas.
Yeah, he's got a great YouTube channel on Instagram. So go and check him out. He's a nice man.
Welcome, Daniel.
And we've got Crazy 8. He's a nice boy as well, Mr. Crazy 8.
Welcome.
I think Toys and Stuff has made a rude poem.
Uh-oh.
There was a young man called Crumb, always sat on his bum. Be careful if you pull his tail, though. Oh, that's naughty! That's naughty! That's naughty, you naughty man. You naughty. Some naughty people in there, naughty people. I liked it, though. I liked it.
Connor says Naboo great. There's no sand.
That's right, because it's coarse, isn't it? And it gets everywhere, doesn't it? That sand.
Right.
You got a poem about that, about sand and
I have a poem about the originator of that saying about sand. It's a favorite of mine, and it is about Anakin, but it's about a period in his life where he has just turned to the dark side. And as a poet, I like to set myself poetic challenges. I know you can probably relate to this, Salacious. You really got to set yourself challenges to keep the creative juices flowing. And so I thought to myself, the slaughter of the younglings at the Jedi Temple, that would make a good topic for a humorous poem. Let's see what I can do with that.
Bloody hell, Star Wars poetry! You're getting dark, and you're getting dark.
Right. So here we go. This is a poem about Anakin and the slaughter of the younglings at the Jedi Temple. The poem is called "About That."
Okay.
Anakin, what a surprise! The Jedi have met their demise. We are so glad you're here. We were frozen with fear. Master Annie, what's up with your eyes?
Oh, that's a deep cut. That's a deep one. That's a deep one. That's really deep. Wow. Ooh. Well, actually, the way you performed that was quite interesting, and maybe we could have a go at something. So this might be quite interesting. This is one of our segments. Are you ready for this? This is
okay.
You might be interested in this one. You might be interested in this one. It's time for Star Wars roleplay. Right, Star Wars roleplay. Bob. Star Wars roleplay. Star Wars roleplay. I play, you play. Star Wars roleplay. Star Wars roleplay. Star Wars roleplay. Yeah. Yeah. All right then, Star Wars roleplay. Basically, it's improv. You done a bit of improv before, Mr. Star Wars poetry?
Sure, all the time.
Right, great. Right, so you, as the special guest, you get to pick any scene from any of the episodes of the hot documentary series Star Wars. Pick any scene that comes to mind, and you and I are going to replay the scene in the medium of physical theater. But we are going to do so. We're going to take it however we want. So we're going to redo it using, it hasn't got to be the same script. We're going to take it in a totally different direction.
I got you.
And we're going to go wherever it takes us.
All right.
So I've got a scene that comes to mind.
I'm thinking of the climactic scene in episode 3, the Revenge of the Sith, and I'm thinking of the scene where Anakin and Obi-Wan face off across the lava field on Mustafar.
Great. Who do you want to be then? Who do you want to be? Anakin or Obi-Wan?
Sure, I'll be Anakin.
You'll be Anakin. I'll be Obi-Wan then. Right, I'll start. All
right, hold on. I got my lightsaber ready.
Well, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit and come out of the ship first.
All right.
I'm here, Anakin, because I've got to stop you because you've been bad and you've just killed all the younglings in the temple, and I've tracked you down to Mustafar. You're my brother.
More like your cousin, or cousin once removed.
I promise you, though, Anakin.
Let's talk about those younglings, Obi-Wan. Have you met them? Have you been forced to do any of their training classes? Did you not want to do the same thing?
I train them on every Friday at 10 o'clock. But let's forget about that.
All right.
I never once looked at Padme in a dirty way.
Say that again and try
You're my
and convince
brother.
me. Try and convince me.
You're my
I
brother.
didn't buy that. Try it again.
But you've betrayed us. You've betrayed the Jedi Order, Anakin. You've betrayed the Order.
It wasn't really a choice. I've got to save Padme from the bad dreams I've been having.
You will try. Oh no, that's Anakin. Oh, yes, but that's not the Jedi way. You've changed, Anakin. You've changed
For the better.
Right.
Now, prepare yourself. I shall leap over your head in a dramatic fashion.
But I have the high ground. I'm on the top of the hill, so that for some reason that means I will beat you.
And yeah. All right, here I come.
Come at me. Come at me. I chopped off your hands and your legs, and now you look nasty looking. I'm sorry. You are my brother. That was good. Well, how was that for you? How was that for you? It's good.
Good.
It's good.
Another 5 or 6 run-throughs. I think we'll have it nailed down.
Yeah, I think we've probably, between us, we've only probably lost about 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers from that. Let's see what the chat think. What the chat think? They must be impressed. Only one says, "Oh my god, I need to watch back our Star Wars roleplay. I don't remember it working." Oh bless. I think we did fine. BOE says he's not a wizard, he's a monkey lizard with a cackling laugh and a head adorned with a scarf. BOE is a poet. So BOE does write poetry. BOE wrote me a poem, actually. So let me just reread this because it's actually pretty good. He's not a wizard, he's a monkey lizard with a cackling laugh and a head adorned with a scarf. Very good. Very good, BOE. What do you think? What do you think, Mr. Salzman?
I think there's a promising future there.
Woke Lord says there was a young vampire called Mabel. Oh my god, I don't know if I want to read this. I think it's a rude one. Should I read it? That's it in a big silver spoon, and she could drink herself. Okay, we'll read it. There was a young vampire called Mabel, whose periods were heavy but stable. By the light of the moon and with a big silver spoon, she could drink herself under the table. Very good, very good, very good. Very good. People are laughing. People find that funny. So there you go. Mr. Wokelord is a bit of a comedian. I do appreciate the comedy. BOE says, I take it that Mabel... Oh, God, right. Let's move on. We also have Mr. Legion of Comics in the house. He says, what up, comic and pop culture fans? Hashtag we are Legion.
What up?
What up? Thank you, Miss. Thank you. I like Lady Miss Amanda. She's nice. She says, smash the that like button, please. Smash the like button. All right. Smash it. All right. Should we move on?
Absolutely.
All right. Right, this is another segment. It's quite be interesting to see how you get on with this one. So, what have you been watching this week? Our root stuff. What have you been watching this week? Not root stuff. What have you been watching this week? No root stuff. What have you been watching this week? Apart from root stuff. Right. So this is where we like to talk about things that have been on like, on TV or Disney or, not rude stuff, but have you watched anything recently that was interesting to you?
I finished Bad Batch.
Yes.
Season 1.
Yeah, well, how many space bananas out of 10 would you rate it?
For me, it was pretty good. I'd give it 8 space bananas out of 10.
Very good. And it sort of showing us the sort of demise of the clones. I thought it was a bit sad, really. Watching Camino.
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
down.
there's
you know?
they covered a lot of ground and gave us a lot of look at things that we knew had happened, but not exactly how it had happened. So that was pretty cool.
I feel sad now for the clones. I do. I feel sad for them. What do
Yeah.
you think about clones?
Well, I think that they're interesting characters because there's a juxtaposition of their sort of all being genetically the same and all being sort of outfitted the same, but throughout the Clone Wars and Bad Batch, they're always striving for individuality within that framework. They paint their armor differently, they cut their hair differently, they get tattoos, they do things to try and claim that individuality that we don't see the stormtroopers doing, even though the stormtroopers are not genetically identical. So it's interesting. They come from a diverse background and they get channeled
Homogenized.
into the sameness in their professional life, whereas the clones come from a sameness and strive for individuality. So
That's interesting. I never thought of it that way. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Isn't it?
that's what happens
Yeah.
when you get a poet on dropping truth.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, they're trying to carve out their own little path, aren't they? Their own little identity.
Right. It's
Bless
why
them.
I like the sand troopers best of the stormtroopers, because even though they're stormtroopers, I feel like there's more individuality there. The armor, every armor is individual because it's weathered and stained. And I like stormtroopers that are sand troopers in particular so much that I've written 2 different poems about sand troopers and their special friends, the dewbacks. I love that there are sand troopers that ride the dewbacks on Tatooine. So I like dewbacks and I like sand troopers. And so I've gone to that well for poetic inspiration. And I usually don't write more than 1 poem on a given topic, but I've written 2 on sand troopers and dewbacks.
Right. Well, we got to hear them then because I like feedbacks as well. So,
All right. Well, so let's see here. Do you want to hear both of them or just one of them?
both of them. We want to hear both.
All
of
right.
them.
So the first one is called Who Rescued Who? We riders of dewbacks are proud and we're few. I keep his nails trimmed and I shovel his poo. I see to his needs before I do my own. When I'm with my dewback, I'm never alone. We hunt for those droids wherever they flee. A life without dewbacks just isn't for me.
I like that. I like that. Oh, bless him. Like, gotta look after your dewback, ain't you? You know, you gotta look after your dewback.
That's
Bless, bless, bless. I don't fancy all the poo shoveling though, to be honest. could do without that a bit, thanks. But yeah, bless
You
him,
got
yeah.
to take the bitter with the sweet.
That's true. That's true. Responsibilities, isn't it? Isn't it? Responsibilities, you know.
All right.
To be honest,
so-
I kind of can relate because I have to deworm Pilly Yum Yum from time to time. You'll meet Pilly later, you know. Oh,
all
God.
right.
Oh.
So you may not, you probably do not know this, Salacious, but in my professional life, I am a veterinarian. So I'm well familiar with the deworming process.
Oh God! Oh, you and I could have a gas thing, couldn't we? Oh, oh, oh.
All right.
Oh.
So the second poem about dewbacks. Everyone hates sand troopers. Yeah. The life of a sand trooper's tough. Your best is just never enough.
True.
The Tuskens complain and the Jawas profane. And these dewbacks are hard on my duff.
yeah, there they are. Yeah, you got to have a good saddle, ain't you? You know.
Right.
I
think you probably, as if you're going to be riding those dewbacks, you need to do a lot of stretching ahead of time because that's a pretty broad back.
You don't want to saw Jacksy, do you? You don't want to saw, you know.
You don't want to pull a groin, getting off the dewback. No. It's not going to be much help.
Especially if you're entertaining that night, you know, you've got one of your special lady friends coming around.
I lied to you, Salacious, but never intentionally. I would never lie to you intentionally.
All
I
right.
actually have a third poem, not about dewbacks, but about sand troopers.
All right. Give it to me. Give it to
All
me.
right.
Give it to me. Yeah.
This one's called Phoning It In. This
Yeah.
is about that scene in A New Hope where Luke and the droids and Obi-Wan are in the land speeder coming into Mos Eisley, and they're stopped by the sand troopers. It's a moment of tension because you're worried that they're going to get caught.
Yeah.
And, so this
Gonna ask
is
for his
when
papers.
Obi-Wan does his Jedi mind trick, but
That's right.
this poem is called Phoning It In.
Okay.
These aren't the droids we are looking for. Searching these locals can be such a bore.
Yeah.
You could just move along. I'll be glad when you're gone. Maybe next we can inspect the liquor store.
yeah. Get some of that. Get some of that blue milk or what else? You know. Yeah. Get
Some of that Kowakian rum.
Kowakian rum's good. Kowakian rum. What do they have? What do they have in the Mandalorian? What's that? Spatchka. Remember that?
That's right.
Spatchka. You need to write a poem about spatchka because that could rhyme with a lot of things, couldn't it? Spatchka. Get the old spatchka on the go. Oh, I had one too many spatchkas last night, Mr. Star Wars poetry. I had one too many spatchkas.
Spatchka, Kowakian monkey lizard, and spatchka.
Yes. Yeah. Now,
I was trying to play off of the spam, eggs and spam.
Oh, yeah, I don't like spam. Yeah, no, not for me. Oh, I've got a bit of a signal problem. Have you got a signal problem?
I do not.
I've got a signal problem. Signal problem?
No.
Don't you forget about us. Don't you forget about us. Let us in. Oh, Billy. Come on. Let us in. Yes, sir. Let us in. Oh no.
Pilly.
Yes, sir. I'm Pilly. I'm the monkey lizard. I wanted to come and say hello.
Welcome.
Oh, Pilly, you bugger. You're always over the top, Pilly. Always over the top. No, I was not over the top, Freddy. I'm never over the top. Never over the top. I wanted to come and say hello to Mr. Star Wars Poetry. That's right, Pilly. You're right. We wanted to say hello to Mr. Star Wars Poetry. Hello, old boy. Hello, old boy.
Welcome. Glad you're here.
Yeah. Looks like he's another one that's got the package. He's got a nice smooth head, too. I could massage the head. I could also see my reflection in the head and do my hair. Yeah. Oh, Billy. You're going too far again. Too far. Anyway, Mr. Star Wars Poetry, we wanted to drop in. I'm Freddie Nunn, head of antiquities here at the Kowak Museum. We wanted to stop by and say hello and all that jazz.
Good to see you. What's the hot antiquity these days?
Oh, you know, artifacts, you know, always got a dig going on, you know. Always pulling rare antiquities out of the ground in Kowak, you know. All kinds of treasures to be found, you know. Oh, he's always pulling things out of the ground. He's always pulling out. He's always in the ground, pulling things out of the ground. Anyways, we gotta go. We wanted to say hello. Goodbye now.
Bye, guys.
Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Star Wars Poetry. You know, they have to get involved. They have to, you know. They always want to. Is it because, you know, they're a real handful, to be honest, Mr. Star Wars Poetry, real handful. We've got a monkey lizard lair around here, you know, and they're always turning up. They're always turning up. We've had another one turn up recently. This is another one. It is another one that wants to say hello. He don't speak a great deal, but he wants to say hello.
Bring it on.
G'day.
Good day.
I am Suspicious Ron.
Suspicious Ron.
I'm watching you, Mr. Star Wars Poetry. I've got my eye on you. All right.
Excellent.
Just saying. Sorry about that. He wanted to say hello. He's like Suspicious Ron's kind of taken up the role as security here in the lair. He's a bit, can be a bit of a handful.
He probably enjoyed those poems about the sand troopers being in the security game.
I think so. Right, what's everyone saying in the chat? Oh God, the chat's going, isn't it? The chat's going. Right, I'm gonna have to go backwards in the chat.
Did you forget about the chat?
I did.
We've got Super Sorrel, a fantastic YouTube in the stream. Thank you ever so much, Mr. Super Sorrel, for stopping by. A great YouTuber and toy collector. So I think Suspicious Ron has tickled him. So thank you for stopping by. We've also got Mr. Blue Sasquatch in the house, our friend from Toronto. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Nice.
What does Super Sorrel say? My super monkey lizard wants to join the stream. Super Sorrel is another monkey lizard owner. So there we go. He wants to join the stream, but that sounds ruder than I wanted it to. No, it's all good. You're in good company around here for we've also got Rolando in the house. Fast Freddy and I'm not saying that. But yes, Fast Freddy is you know what they're like. So have we missed anything else? Oh, hooray! Mr. Rush likes Freddy Num. Freddy is a fan of poetry. So we've also got Doom 2 in the house. Oh my word! These are the two nuts that I saw on Boss Bounty's live stream. That's right. I was on Mr. Boss Bounty. Yeah. Freddy went on, didn't he? Yeah, Freddy. I haven't been on there yet. Freddy went on there. So Freddy and Pilly, they were on Boss Bounty's stream. Yeah. And Rolando says, MoNKey-LiZaRD pirates always taking over the airwaves. For sure. You can't go anywhere about them getting involved. So, right then. So, we were talking about things we've watched. We always ask this. What is your... Well, in fact, I'll hand it over to Salacious. That's right, because I remember, Bob, don't get carried away. It's my show. So what's your favorite episode, Mr. Star Wars Poetry, in the hit documentary series Star Wars, and why? What's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode surprises people when they ask that question. The answer is Rogue One.
Oh, very good. Oh, I like that one. And why then? Why is that? Why?
I like it for a variety of reasons. It has a lot of everything Star Warsy short of Jedi and lightsabers, and I kind of like that it doesn't, because they tend to steal the show when they're in a movie, and it tends to become about them. And really, some of the greatest stuff in Star Wars takes place outside of the framework of Jedi and lightsaber battles, and so there's a whole lot of everything else that makes Star Wars in that movie. It's got an ensemble cast. Here, I'll give you my rundown. I have said publicly and on air that I believe that Rogue One is the best place to start a new viewer who is not necessarily excited about Star Wars, who's just watching one of the movies to shut you up. If they're only going to watch one movie, they're an adult and they're only going to watch one movie, then I think you should show them Rogue One. It's the best place to start them because it has an ensemble cast. There's lots of great actors in that movie. It introduces almost all of the Star Wars tropes, all of the things that make Star Wars Star Wars. It has a dramatic ending, and sometimes people will complain when I say that's the best movie to start with, and they'll say, well, everybody dies. And I'll say, yeah, but there's nothing more Star Wars than those deaths. The way they die is what makes most Star Wars. They're sacrificing themselves for the greater good. And it ends with one of the greatest moments in all of Star Wars movies, in that hallway scene with Darth Vader. Anyone who can watch that scene at the end of a movie and not want more Star Wars, they probably are better off without it. So.
Yeah. Oh, and who's your favorite character?
Well, the character that I cosplay the most for the 501st Legion is ESB Vader. And so I always try and answer that question, ESB Vader, because he's the character that I actually help bring to life for a lot of fans when we're doing events. So.
You got the can you channel the dark side? Can you, Mr. Stone's poetry? Channel the.
I can when the situation calls for it. Yes.
What about Darth Vader? Don't like us aliens, does he? So have you got a favorite alien? Do you not like aliens?
Good question. That feels like a soft pitch. I don't know if they call it maybe a slow pitch. I don't know if they use that term in cricket, but in baseball, they'd say that was a slow pitch for another poem, probably. So
could be.
Let me answer that with a poem. Let's see.
Very good.
You ask about an alien. How about all right. How about the Ewoks?
Yes, we like the cuddly murder bears. We like them cuddly. Yeah.
You'll especially like this poem, having given me that murder bear lead-in.
Can we dedicate this? Can we dedicate this to one of my YouTube friends? He's called the Apprentice Ewok. He's having a break from YouTube because he's preparing for something called American football, which I think is fake. I think it's fake rugby, but anyway. So he's not playing YouTube at the moment. But can we dedicate this to Mr. Apprentice Ewok, please?
All right. So don't cross an Ewok. Chilling on the fourth moon of Endor, living in arboreal splendor. The Empire steps wrong, cuddly turns Viet Cong, the galaxy's latest defenders.
They are, aren't they? And they did defend. They I tell you what, them stormtroopers, they couldn't handle They couldn't handle rocks, could they? They couldn't handle rocks.
Tree trunks.
Yeah, they had no answer for the old, slingshot, did they? Blimmin' out, them Ewoks.
No, I'm gonna give you another tie-in poem about the scout troopers, the biker scouts.
Oh yeah, because they were on Endor, weren't they? They were
on line with those Ewoks on.
That's right, they were.
Okay, this poem is called Easy Rider.
Great.
I jump on my bike and take flight, speeding through trees day and night.
Yeah.
I can sit in my kit. This job's such a great fit. Where the hell did these bears learn to fight?
Yeah, exactly. They weren't expecting that. They were just doing their regular duties on Endor, weren't they? Having a bit of a ride around the woods.
Right.
I
am particularly fond of that scene. I think it was episode 7 of The Mandalorian, where the biker scouts have Grogu in the messenger pouch and are sitting above the town waiting to bring him in to Moff Gideon.
And they're punching him.
Yeah,
they're not punching him.
The scene was hilarious. The whole thing, the calling back and forth, the exchange between them, how put out they are with the whole situation, and then no one was expecting that. No one was expecting Grogu to bite him and then to get punched.
I know. They were a bit bored, weren't they? Them scout troopers, they were a bit bored. Must be pretty boring being on duty. You've got to stand around for a long time.
It feels like a weird combination of bored and constantly at risk of your life when you're working for the Empire.
Do you reckon they have air conditioning in them suits? Because you might know because you dress up as Darth Vader. I mean,
I have a very small fan inside my Vader bucket that blows air across my face, and let me tell you, it makes a world of difference. When I wear the Tusken Raider costume, there's no fan in that one, and it is crazy hot in there.
Because I prefer to, I don't like wearing clothes. I prefer to like be naked and let all my jiggly bits dangle out and like be loose and free. It's nicer.
Except for the headwear.
Well, that's because I'm a specially trained martial artist.
I understand.
I've had training in Kowak in the martial arts. I'm like Daniel LaRusso. I'm like the monkey lizard. I'm like the MoNKEY-LiZaRD king.
That one of the greatest triumphs of our kind was when Hondo's MoNKEY-LiZaRD got the best of Anakin.
Yeah.
That was a great episode, wasn't it?
That was Pilfer, Pick
Muck. The great grandfather of my MoNKEY-LiZaRD plunder, Muck.
Yeah, he's a legend in the MoNKEY-LiZaRD community, an absolute legend, legend. Good old Pilf. Pick don't get a lot of attention, but Pick was a good one too. But yeah, Pilf's a legend, absolute legend.
I have a poem about Pilf's companion, Hondo Ohnaka.
Oh, yeah.
And talking about, I like to say that Hondo Ohnaka is the hardest working man in show business. He pops up all over the place in the Star Wars canon, starting in Clone Wars and then showing up in Rebels. And then I would not be surprised if we saw him in one of the new live action things eventually. But for the meantime, you can still see him at Galaxy's Edge at Disney World and at Disneyland here in the States, hosting the Smuggler's Run ride where you get to fly the Millennium Falcon. So,
he gets everywhere, doesn't he? He's like a bad batch of chlamydia. You just can't get rid of him.
Right. So I wrote this poem about his broad experiences within the Star Wars canon. It's called "It's a Living."
Okay.
You pop up more places than Maul. No swindle was ever too small. You romanced or a sing. It was only a fling. Now you're at Mickey's beck and call.
Yeah, that's true. Did he get it on before? Did he? I don't remember that.
Oh, God. Yeah. Aura Singh was his girlfriend.
Oh, I don't remember that. God, yeah. God, imagine
that. That same period where Pilf stole the lightsaber.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah. Oh, God, right. Imagine them two. Let me know. Ooh.
I thought you would like that poem.
I did like that bit. What's his name from Solo? Chucked Aura Singh off the cliff, didn't he? What was his name? Han's mentor. They said that in Solo. What's his name? Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. Now that you ask, I'm blanking.
Beckett.
Yeah.
Beckett. He mentioned, didn't he do something to Aura? I think he might have done.
Yes, he was supposedly the one who killed her. Yeah.
Yeah, naughty boy. I like that one. That was good. That was very good. Right, we've been going for an hour and 10 minutes. So should we do one final segment and we'll get a couple more poems from you, and then it's been good. I've enjoyed it. You ready for one more segment?
Absolutely. And when you're ready for the last poem, you have to tell me this is the last poem, because I got one that I always close an appearance with. So.
All right. Well, hopefully we can get a couple more in.
All right. You let me know when we're up to the last.
I will. So this is we like to have a little game. So we'll play a little. You might like this one as well. So we'll play. And now it's time for the section that the dude made us want to do, but we really didn't want to do. It's called Dude Games. Really well organized games that nobody knows the rules to. And dude keeps changing the rules last minute to suit him. And there's probably a spreadsheet involved. Yay! We're all having fun, everyone. Yay! Fun time with Dude Games. Dude games, dude games. So, Dude is a friend of mine. I do a podcast with the Dude called Three Men and a Monkey Lizard. And we're always joking. We always joke around because he makes these really elaborate games that we never know how to do. So this is not Dude games. This is not good. This is the word association game. You ever played that before?
All right.
So basically, you pick a word, and then I say another word that's associated to that word somehow, tangentially, if that's even a word. And we'll go back and forward, and we'll see if we come up with any funny words. So,
all right. And
right.
will I keep giving you new words, and then you'll keep doing the association, or am I supposed to associate off of the word that you respond with?
Correct, you associate, but I know the game stops when we get stumped, which happens quite a lot.
I got this.
So you're the guest, so you pick the first word.
Millennium.
Falcon.
Porg.
Bird.
Varactyl.
Dinosaur.
Obi-Wan.
How's Obi-Wan related to a dinosaur?
Because he rode the Varactyl.
Oh, right, yeah, he did. All right, he did.
Hold on.
Anakin.
What part of the game allows you to criticize?
All right, I lost.
Perhaps I've read a book where Obi-Wan clones a dinosaur. You don't know.
All right. Well, no, it's got to be widely known association. It can't just be something you've read. Right. Okay. All right. We'll start again.
Like this is a dude's game.
It's a dude's game.
You're adding rules in.
So all right. Okay. I'll give you that one. 1-0 to you then. 1-0 to you. 1-0 to you. I'll go next.
Okay.
Jiggly.
Jabba.
Slimy.
Gorg.
Star Trek.
I don't know what that is.
Isn't the Gorg from Star Trek?
No.
What's the Gorg from?
Gorgs are the toothy frog creatures from Star Wars Rebellion.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Oh, I lost again. I've lost again. I want to go. Oh,
it's not your day. It's not your day.
I'm
move to another poem.
All right, let's move to another poem. It's 2-0, so I've lost anyways. Best out of 3, so I've had it today, and I've had it. Ooh.
All right, so this is, since you were asking about cosplay, this is a poem that I came up with because of the fact that so many people at conventions don't know who the Star Wars characters are. They know that they're Star Wars, but they're not really even casual fans, but they're still excited to see the characters. And so they'll come up and misname the characters. And one of the biggest hazards is that if you're in anything that's black, you will get called Darth Vader. And so this poem is about the TIE fighter pilot. The TIE fighter pilots have that, they look like stormtroopers, but they have that black armored helmet, like a stormtrooper helmet, and they have the black jumpsuit. And so the poem is called Mistaken Identity.
Okay.
I'm death from the skies, and they fear me. I'm agile and quick, so they can't flee. Mistaken for Vader, black suit respirator. I tell them I'm not, but I could be.
Yeah, trying to use his black suit to get free swag, basically.
Do you think Darth Vader gets free swag?
Well, he must do, mustn't he? He must get loads of swag, I reckon. I reckon he gets all the swag, Darth Vader. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one.
You'd be if you had a Darth Vader costume, you'd be rolling in the whatchamacallit claws from Naboo.
That's true, the Colo claws, yeah. But could I have ear holes though? Because I don't like having my ears scrunched up. Could I have my ears? Is that all right?
It might affect the illusion of Vaderness, but I'm sure you could.
Would I not get in the 501st? Would I fail?
You would need to keep your ears tucked in the helmet while you were taking the photographs for approval. But after that, all bets are off.
All right, okay. I just got to tuck them in for a brief second then, and then I can flop them back out.
Right.
All right.
All right.
I want to just quickly, before you do your next one, I want to say hello to Mr. Tim, who's joined us, and also another good friend, Gilly. Gilly's joined us, and also the off-world Atom as well has joined us. He's a nice boy. Well, he's naughty, to be honest, Mr. Atom. He's nice, but he's a naughty one. He's a naughty one. And also Uncle Tez has joined us. He's been playing Spectrum games, but he's now joined us. So thanks for joining us. Right then, we got another one, haven't we?
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this big finale on the poem?
Yep. Final poem of the night. So everyone's got to strap in for this one.
Final poem of the night. So
right.
This poem is about one of my favorite Star Wars creatures, the Loth Cat.
Oh yeah.
So I love the Loth Cat. We see them primarily in Star Wars Rebels, the animated series, but they did pop up in a few episodes of The Mandalorian in live action for the first time. And we also saw the Tuca, which is just the general cat of Star Wars, in a few episodes of the Clone Wars as well. And so this poem was created because I started thinking about kind of what life must be like for a stormtrooper stationed on a Star Destroyer and how lonely and boring it must be. And then I thought, what would happen if some of these stormtroopers started sneaking Loth Cats up from the planet of Lothal to the starship as pets? So the poem is called Communique from the Bridge of the Star Destroyer Intolerance in orbit over Lothal. It's come to my attention, I'm sad to admit, some troopers are flouting our rules just a bit. It's the matter of Loth Cats I'm talking about. Yes, I know that they're cute. That was never in doubt. The cooks are all scratching from waves of Loth fleas, and the gunners can't shoot straight from their allergies. I get they're a fave of the cat-loving masses, but if Vader finds out, it is all of our asses. By the Emperor's robes, what's this new irritation? Just shoot me now. A womp rat infestation? They're eating our rations and carrying plague. When I wasn't looking, one ran up my leg. We need a solution, something we can do. Query all the computers and poll the whole crew. I'll admit to misjudging our lovely Loth Cats. Yeah. It seems even the smallest spells death to womp rats. I'll induct every Loth Cat into the Empire. There are no better ratters for rent or for hire.
Oh, I like that. That was good. That was a good one. That was a cracker. That was really good. That was a good one. That was a great one. That was a great one to end our show on. I've got to say, Mr. Star Wars Poetry, I've had a really good time. It's been a lot of fun. I've liked listening to your poetry. It's been very good. Thank you ever so much for coming on my show.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun, and this is just a small sampling of the poetry that is on the Instagram page at Star Wars Poetry. And if you can't get enough there, feel free to pop over and visit me on Talking Star Wars on TikTok. I'm sure I'll be seeing more of you over there now that we both know that we're on that page.
Yeah, we'll have to do some TikTok duets. That could be fun, couldn't it? That could be fun, couldn't it? Yeah. Mr. Tez says, how can I send my Luke Farmboy poetry video to Mr. Star Wars Poetry?
If you will go to the Instagram page at Star Wars Poetry, you can message stuff to me there.
It's there you go. It's Star Wars Poetry on Instagram, and I will retrospectively put your TikTok channel in the description so people can go and find you, because you've got 20,000 followers. Is brilliant. That's so good.
Yeah. Most of that, I was doing poetry on TikTok, and it's a much harder slog, getting people interested. TikTok format and poetry is a little bit of a round peg into a square hole. And so I switched up the format, and I just started putting up posts about things Star Wars related and explaining basic Star Wars topics and answering people's questions that they would write in the comments. And the page really blew up right from that very first post, telling people, hey, if you have questions, go ahead and ask them, and I'll give you a simple, straightforward, plain talk answer about something Star Wars related. And there's no question too simple or too complicated. And people really responded to that. There was a real niche that needed filling there. And so the page went from about 400 followers to about 10,000 followers almost overnight. And then it's been a steady slog to get up to 20,000. But I'm very pleased with how that's gone.
Well, I think it's great what you're doing, because it's good to. We've got lots of creative people in our community. We've got lots of artists and video editors and singers and songwriters, and poetry is a form of a song, really. So we could do a duet together. I quite like the idea of putting one of your poems. I like music, you see, so I could put one of your poems down over a MoNKey-LiZaRD hip hop track. A Quackian hip hop track.
That would be excellent.
That'd be
I
fun.
had someone, another creative individual, who came up with a similar idea, but couldn't. We stalled out on somebody to actually deliver those poetic lyrics that I had written. He got the idea of the music and doing it with this particular poem, but it has not yet come to fruition because neither one of us were well suited to do the lyrics. But with a melodious voice such as your own, Salacious, I think we're in business.
We're in business. We're in business. You've heard it here first. You got things will come. Things will be happening. You've heard it here first. So, well, it's been great. It's been great. I want to thank everyone for watching MoNKey-LiZaRD Hangout. It's been brilliant. We do put an audio version of this show on SoundCloud. So on soundcloud.com/Salacious Rum, you'll be able to hear an audio podcast version. So you want to hear Mr. Star Wars poetry's poems again, you can go and listen to the audio version. It's totally free, so go and sign up. Just a bit of fun.
If you are listening, if you're not getting the video and you're just listening to this on SoundCloud, I just want you to know that I am fabulously handsome. So have that image in your mind as you're hearing.
We're both lookers. We're both randy buggers and totally open. We're totally open-minded. So give us a holler. Yeah. Well, we have a new show every Monday at the same time, 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern. So next week we've got Mr. 1000th Ghost coming on to talk about. He's a big Disney fan, so we'll talk about Disney and we'll talk about Star Wars collecting and stuff, I think. So that'll be fun. But massive thanks to our special guests. It's a very we like having different people on, and Mr. Star Wars Poetry, I think everyone will agree you've been a great guest. So I really appreciated you having on, and look forward to doing something again with you in the future, Mr. Star Wars Poetry. Thank you ever so much.
Sounds good. Thanks, everyone.
So thank you to the chat. Please remember to leave us a friendly comment. Subscribe to our channels and go over on TikTok and subscribe over there as well. And that leaves me to say one final thing. Remember, everyone, MoNKey-LiZaRDs are for life, not for spit roasting. Goodbye. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm Salacious Rum. Remember to make love, not war, because time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. Unless it's Star